Hello and welcome to the WarBear podcast. Fuck you, Ted. I'm Jason Parrott. That's Tad Eric. We also got two special guests joining us today. Brent, Chris, he hasn't been on the podcast for a while.
Number 2.
Yeah. Then we're all going to be talking about anime. Favorite shows, favorite
porn scenes
if you want. Favorite episodes, first animes.
I'm not talking about
So, we're going to start it off with Tad. You guys can talk whatever the fuck you want. What's your favorite anime? TV show or movie, either or.
That's actually really kind of like a tough one because right now my favorite is Naruto because I've been watching it for the last 3-4 months. But if I had to go overall, it's gonna be Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the first anime I ever saw, and it was Cap.
Oh, Dick's flap.
Yeah. Well, the first
they don't know.
The first episode of Dragon Ball Z I ever saw was the Goku Frieza battle.
Mm.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That long ass fucking battle.
Yeah.
Where it's 5 episodes of
commercial break. Next time on Dragon Ball.
It had me hooked.
Charging up my solar beam. All right, Chris, what's your favorite anime?
Well, Dragon Ball Z is totally one of them, but as far as movies go, Ninja Scroll and Fist of the North Star. Maybe Wicked City's in there too.
That's a good one.
Wicked City is a lot more pornographic than a lot of other...
Yes. A lot of hentai.
Oh, yeah, and, it's just kind of... When you're a kid and you see it like I was, and you're like... Whoa.
Sometimes, I think for a lot of
Holy
people...
crap, that chick's getting banged by 5 demon dudes with huge dicks.
That suspiciously look like tentacles. Probably.
Well, no, they don't look like tentacles. They were dicks.
Was this the one with the chick with the poison skin?
That was Ninja
That
Scroll.
was Ninja Scroll.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, and they had that one dude that had that awesome double sword thing that he threw, and his skin turned rock. Yeah,
okay.
That was the first 5 minutes of that movie was gore.
Yeah.
People are getting
cut in half.
Yeah, cut in half.
He's talking about Ninja Scroll. Still,
it's a good way to start off a show.
It was, and then it just got really weird 20 minutes in.
What's yours, Brent?
I do agree with him movie-wise. Ninja Scroll is my favorite. I love that movie-wise. I'd have to say Bleach is my favorite series anime.
Bleach is a good one.
It's top 3.
I've been watching Soul Eater not.
Is that an anti-Soul Eater?
No, Soul Eater not is basically they're having...
They're learning how to tie their shoes.
New
patch for that.
entries into Death Academy.
I never watched Soul Eater. For me, my favorite anime movie of all time. Oh, I probably would pick Ninja Scroll.
Does Spirited Away count?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirited Away is really good too. We'll get to that.
Sorry, continue.
My favorite, my first anime was Prodigy Keiko. Awesome. Still love it to this day. It's fucking cheesy. It's hilarious. Lots of tits and ass. Great anime. My favorite show right now is probably Ruby. Ruby is
Never watched it.
fucking awesome.
Explain.
What's it about?
Yeah.
It's basically Harry Potter with anime in a sense.
But instead of wands and magic, they just punch things to death.
Well, they have they do have magic. They just introduced all of their
magic with a twist of weapons.
Well, I mean,
used with magic.
The setting is Harry Potter because they all go to a school and they learn how to use their abilities.
You know how to kill things efficiently.
Yeah. Everybody's weapon turns into a gun.
Yeah. Which
that's
automatically
lame. Guns
what?
are lame.
No, it's
weapons
awesome.
that turn into guns are awesome.
Yeah.
No.
Chick,
if I have a knife, then I want to stab somebody to death. If I want to shoot somebody to death,
this
I have a
chick
gun.
has these
yeah, but you got
gauntlets.
long range and short range covered.
Yeah, this chick has these gauntlets that turn little shotguns around her arm.
Yeah.
So when she punches you, she can blow you up with a shotgun blast from right here.
Okay, now that you explain it.
Now,
yeah, right? You got shotgun hands.
Ruby is...
Shotgun hands!
Well, no spoilers, but hand.
What? No, I'm already like halfway through first season.
I already took a train.
I didn't see it, so check it.
Ruby is, I think, currently the #1 anime that, like, worldwide people are...
Oh, Ruby's
just...
awesome.
And it's only on the internet, too. Like, that's what makes it really cool.
It is free, Rooster Teeth. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's
you can also buy it. Soundtrack's great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, actually, Death Note is another one that I really into.
Death Note's a good one to pick.
Well, at first, it was, like, really intriguing.
Yeah.
But then, like, it got into the second season, and halfway through the second season, it was just kind of like, okay.
You guys have watched Bastard?
No.
Well, that's if you like blood and gore, you should watch Bastard.
That was very bloody and gory. I haven't watched
it. The last
time.
episode of Bastard, he had to fight in hell.
What?
Yeah. And then you're introduced to him after the fact, like in the series, and he's already missing his hand, and he holds this giant sword, bigger than the Buster sword, called it's a Dragon Slayer, and nobody likes it because it's unwieldy, but because Bastard is the best sword fighter ever, he just wings it around like it's nothing, and now he only has one hand in that show, and he can normally take a hit. He'll like let people impale him, which happens a lot, and he just uses that to his advantage to fuck you up even worse. Bastard is awesome. But get out of the blood and gore side. What's that guy's name?
Yeah.
Hirio.
The guy with the Spirited Away. And,
Spirited Away.
Spirited
Away.
My friend Totoro or whatever.
Yeah. Spirited Away is fucking awesome. If you've never watched that, watch that.
It made me jump.
Yeah, it did.
They got rid of the jump scare in that. I don't know how they did that.
Really?
Well, it's probably because I'm a little pussy, but...
You are what you eat.
I'm starving, man.
He's also a big dickhead, too. That's the case.
I'm still starving.
Why are we friends? You know?
Yeah. Why can't we be? Another really good one I like is Summer Wars. I love that anime. But that doesn't have blood and gore and stuff in it. So what was your guys' first anime? Mine was Project Gecko. I think he was Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z, yeah.
What was your first, Chris?
Peacock King.
Peacock King? I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
You never heard of that one?
What's it about?
My brother got it on VHS, like a big box set.
Mm-hmm. Well, they normally did come that way.
And honestly, I haven't watched it in so long that I couldn't even tell you the premise, but...
Just liked it.
It
was your first introduction.
Like, it was a guy that was like a monk, but he didn't look like a normal monk, you know, like bald head and stuff like that, but he was
a Japanese monk.
Yeah. And when it came to like demons and stuff like that, when it came to fighting, he like said this prayer thing, and all of a sudden like what he was wearing like turned into armor, and he became this like super badass dude. Yeah, Peacock King, check it out.
What was your first introduction to anime, Brent?
Actually trying to remember. The only one I can think of, the first one I watched, and I don't remember. I know there's several versions.
Was it a hentai that your brother left on the computer when you weren't paying attention? What's that?
Guyver. It was a Guyver series that came on.
Guyver was good.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, Guyver was good. That was a live-action version of that. In fact, we're getting to the point now where there's a lot of live-action versions of anime, like Honey Cutie, which, have you ever watched Honey Cutie?
No.
It's like really super old, and it's like adored in Japan. Completely perverted in every sense of the word. There's a live-action version of that. There's a live-action version of Death Note. Attack on Titan, which I've never watched. I hear it's really good.
I heard that one's really good, but I've also been people tell me I need to watch Cowboy Bebop.
That was really good. Loved it.
I didn't like Cowboy Bebop.
I've never heard it was like, it's okay. It's either like they really like it or they hate it. And I think I watched a few episodes.
It's
on,
just
like,
the
Adult
style
Swim,
of it.
And I couldn't get into it.
Did you know they made a live action version of Death Note?
Cowboy Bebop?
I heard that they made a live action version. It was in Japan, obviously.
Well, it's been English dub now.
Well, of course, English
Yeah,
dub.
yeah.
But, like the way they did it, always in Japanese culture, blue and red are, good and evil, and they did a really good job of like portraying what was good and evil.
Yeah.
But I have to say, like, when it came to the demons, that it didn't do it for me very well at all.
The live action version?
Yeah. It didn't do
Did
it.
you even see it?
Oh, of course.
You saw it.
The book was better.
Just write your name right there.
Mm-hmm. It's actually funny because when you get the book, it tells you to write your name right there. That was.
Death Note, I have watched the full season, the animated seasons of that. That was really good.
You said you like
there was a lot
Sword
of thought
Online.
Sword Art Online. That was the first one. I've not seen the second Sword Art Online 2.
I hear a lot of good things about that. I haven't watched it yet either.
The first Sword Art Online was just excellent.
The premise of that one is people play a video game, a virtual reality video game, and then they get trapped in it. And if they die in real life, kind of like Matrix-y. And then they have, like, obviously in all animes, they have the prodigy who's just the best at everything and can do anything. And
it wasn't that he was really a prodigy. He was, what do you call it? Game tester. He gotta be the first to game test the game, so he knew a little bit of the stuff. But he was the first one to learn the skill of dual wielding.
Yeah.
So I don't really. Do you remember what's that game? Was that called a Game Over? Or whatever. It had like Frankie Muniz in it. You know what I'm talking? You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like that. Where they're like trapped in the game or whatever, and the game becomes like life and shit, and like how they die in the game is how they die in like real world or whatever. That sounds
like a horror movie too.
It was supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
He's survived by roses. Like that's.
So,
roses suck.
What does anime mean to you guys? I believe that response was over 9,000.
No.
It was well over.
I don't. Closest to me liking Dragon Ball is that
Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
completely
Z
different.
is the oddball stuff Jason watches where they redub the words to
you're talking about...
You're talking about Team 4-Star. That stuff's fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious.
I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan. I watched some of the Dragon Ball stuff. I liked it. I found it a little comical. Didn't really care for the Dragon Ball Z stuff. It just...
it matured.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, not everybody's gonna...
That's what I like about, like...
Honestly, like, Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, to me, it totally went...
I mean, like...
immature. It went to the immature level in Dragon Ball Z.
I think you guys kind of nailed it on the head, because I think anime has such a broad selection and genres. I mean, there's like love story animes, there's action-packed ones, there's some that don't even have any action at all. And, there's always something for you. And it's not... I guess that leads into the next question.
Then there's Sailor Moon.
There's a lot of, like...
Ronin Warriors. I'm sorry.
A weird distinction between cartoons and anime. And a lot of people, like purists, will say that anime can only be made in Japan. And then other people say anime is a style. So we got cartoons and anime. A lot of people say that Avatar... Last Bender is an anime, and there's an argument about that. What do you think, Brent? Do you think that's an anime, or do you think it's just a...
I'd call that cartoon, not anime. Just the drawing style of it all.
Well,
and storyline to it, just to me, that doesn't fit anime to me. That fits more cartoon.
That's your opinion.
It's more kid set and more... The artistic to it is more...
Yeah, but the thing is, the
cartoon. It's not, to me, what I consider anime.
The thing is, to me, is... The Last Airbender, to me, is, like, what would get kids into anime.
So you think it's like a starter platform?
There's a lot of anime that... majority of anime is not for kids.
No.
Period.
But there are some that are.
You know, when a kid gets up in the morning and they turn on the TV and there's The Last Airbender, and then, you know, they start growing up and they start watching different things, and it will progress into what we all watch. Mm-hmm. So,
what do you feel?
I think it is an anime. One, because like how it is animated, it's very fluid.
Yeah.
Whereas like other, you could go with like Batman animated series, like that's a cartoon.
Right.
I wouldn't put that as an anime.
You wouldn't put that as an anime?
No, I wouldn't. Like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, over the course of the 3 seasons it has a very nice flowing arc to it.
That's kind of my problem, too, at this point. Because I kind of would consider The Last Airbender an anime of some kind. But as it is, it seems like there's only 2 standard definitions for a cartoon. Either it's a cartoon or it's an anime. And I feel like there are different levels, but we just don't have names for them. Because, like you said, I wouldn't consider Batman the Animated Series a cartoon series. It is a cartoon series. I mean, they're all cartoons when you get down to it.
Yeah.
But if you want to say Tom and Jerry's a cartoon, or Bugs Bunny, and those are all cartoons.
When it hits a certain maturity level, it becomes an anime.
Yeah, I think so.
It speaks
it's
to
hard
an
to
older
it's hard to say
audience,
what if it's just a style or if it's
See, for me, I think I'm a little different. To me, there's
Well,
a certain artistic
Tom and
style
Jerry anime?
What was Chris gonna say? You were gonna say something.
that makes it anime.
Mm-hmm.
And to me,
Is it just the big eyes?
Okay, hang on.
Was
hang
it
on.
the strong
Sorry.
jaw and the long forehead and the big
So you
hair?
consider Dragon Ball Z an anime?
To me, that's on the borderline. They went for it in more of the adult stuff, but I really have a hard time calling that an anime.
Are you
To
talking
me,
about
it's
Dragon
a
Ball?
kid cartoon.
Are you talking about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z.
To me, it fits more in a kid cartoon than it does anime.
So are you talking about the
That's
newer
interesting.
Dragon Ball Z, or are you talking about like
Just Dragon Ball and Z. Period.
Well, Dragon.
then you really don't know much about Dragon Ball Z because it is only progressed.
Well, you said you didn't like it, so.
Yeah,
To me,
But that's what I'm saying.
all
Would you
of them.
consider Sailor Moon an anime?
What about Ronin Warriors?
I have not seen that one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Show.
there definitely needs to be.
And see, Sailor Moon to me is definitely a cartoon. It is not an anime.
There definitely needs to be different levels of what is like. You could say this is anime, but you could say this is like toon anime, or you can say this is mature anime, or you can say this is mature cartoon. Like I would consider like
Batman the Animated Series?
Yeah, I would consider that mature cartoon.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you're getting at, because you're.
To me, anime more what I call anime. You can see it in the artistic style between Final Fantasy Advent Children.
I mean,
you see the definition. To me, there's an artistic style to that.
So you're
that's
talking
anime.
more about like the more detail there is, the more anime it becomes.
To me,
Maybe that sounds like you're getting at.
Yeah, it's got to have a certain level of detail and a certain level of, I guess, artistry to it.
Avatar Last
Because
Airbender is very artistic.
Because
that doesn't have
in that same breath, I
artistic.
can say, I've seen anime that don't have they just lost their money on a certain part, and they were very. Sometimes there's still images, and they didn't get that same detail work because they just lost their money. So what would you guys consider Pokemon then at that case? Is that a cartoon to you, or is that an anime? Cartoon.
Total cartoon.
Because again, I would have to go with that's cartoon anime at that point.
Yeah. It's a children's.
It's
anime.
still an anime.
It's a children's anime. If I want to
Yeah.
go that route.
See, to me, one of the harder ones, which you brought up, is Sailor Moon, because they do have more of the artistry in Sailor Moon.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it is so cartoony and so storyline and everything. It's just cartoony.
At this moment, Ruby's in its 3rd season, and I don't want to spoil anything for people who haven't seen it yet. But you don't know the circumstances of how that was spoiled. You're still going to be like, oh, That was just it. That last episode of Ruby, and it must be the second one before the last episode, and people who are watching the show or are fans that know what I'm talking about. I gasped 3 times watching that, and I have never done that in a long...
Both.
Yeah, both at the same time.
Both ends were just making noise.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was awesome. And that's just a testament, because a lot of people would say Ruby's not an anime because it's
not made in Japan.
It's not made in Japan. That's the other thing too. Do you think an anime needs to be made in Japan before it's considered an anime?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Because to me, Ruby is totally an anime.
As Americans, we're gonna say no, but
just in this
where it was created from, of course, they're gonna disagree and everything like that.
Well, there are people. We're just talking about the arguments.
To me, it's not where it was made; it's the style of it, the tone of it.
All right, so I'll open the floor. What badass anime moments do you guys want to talk about? Go ahead, Chris.
Don't pick me first, motherfucker. Tad, go ahead.
Most badass anime moment?
Yeah.
I'm stuck in DBZ mode right now.
DBZ mode.
You remember the final Kamehameha wave in the Cell games when Gohan's arm's broken? Yeah, you don't even like Dragon Ball Z, and you're like, yeah! And Goku comes down all spiritual like and gives him the power to like fucking obliterate Cell with the one arm, dude. That was fucking badass.
See, even though I will admit I don't like Dragon Ball,
that was awesome.
I have seen just about every episode of Dragon Ball.
Z.
Sorry, Dragon Ball Z. I've seen all the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
From this point on, I'm going to refer to Dragon Ball Z as Dragon Ball Evolution. Go ahead, Brian.
When you talk about Dragon Ball, then Bulma was not legal yet.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to seduce an 11-year-old.
Yeah!
Some of that underage pussy. Woo! It's the best because she doesn't know what to do yet.
Chad's actually right, dude. Like, she was trying to get on Goku.
She was. Well, she was just giving her a panty shot, you know.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton of panty shots.
Yeah, to get his ball.
What was your most badass anime moment?
That's hard.
That's hard. We'll go to Chris.
Oh, it was honestly Fist of the North Star,
Ooh.
where it was like a Indiana Jones kind of scene where the guy walks up and he like puts his fingertips on the dude's chest and just sinks it
right. I've seen that one.
Yeah, that part, that was like my first kind of like moment in anime, and it stuck with me like this whole time. And also with Dragon Ball Z, that was like after Peacock King, like that's what I watched afterwards. It's kind of funny because my best friend growing up was from China, and you know, he like knew all about this and that.
Yeah,
and we started talking about Dragon Ball Z, and it's like, what are you talking about? I have to watch this show. And
nice.
The best scene with that to me was not the Frieza, but it had to be like the first season where Goku meets his brother Raditz, and then after Raditz, it was Vegeta and Nappa. Like that was what just like anime. You know,
anime.
Like that's what just brought me into that whole thing.
Real quick on the Dragon Ball Z, which one would you rank higher on epicness? When Vegeta sacrificed himself to take out Majin Buu, or the Gohan defeating Cell with the Kamehameha Wave?
Well, I have to say Vegeta, because Vegeta being the kind of, if you watch Dragon Ball Z and the kind of person that Vegeta is, him sacrificing himself was like a just monumental moment in Dragon Ball Z history, because he is a self-centered
egotistical prick.
Yeah, he's just a prick.
That part made me cry.
I would say mine is when Evangelion Neo Genesis. If you never watched it, I'm not going to explain the whole premise of it, but there was a part where they had to take a sniper rifle shot using all the power of Tokyo all of Japan to take this shot, and it was going to take like, it was all timed out, it was all pacing was great, and you knew there was like 11 seconds before they could do another shot, and they did like the one thing I didn't think anybody would ever like dare to do, because you see the setup and you say, oh, he's gonna hit the first shot and it's gonna be over. He fucking misses the first shot
with all the power.
Yeah, and then they have to wait for the reset, and it's like, oh my fucking god, just builds the tension up even more. And that was like one of my most awesome anime moments, because I was really on the edge of my seat that whole time, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Missed.
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite part of that series. I like when it just loses control and just starts eating the other and starts taking the powers. That was just awesome.
Could you think of your favorite anime moment?
I don't really have one. I mean, there's so many things. Like Ninja Scroll, there's several. I do think so far, I think one of the biggest things, because it did keep me on the edge of my seat and I loved the battle so much, has to be in Bleach of Ichigo fighting Green Jiao.
Yeah, that was really good too.
That was still the date I've only seen up to season 25. That has been my all-time favorite fight
25?
Yeah, it's like 27 on Hulu right now.
How many fucking
26.
episodes are in a season?
And they've got up to 25 dubbed.
Yeah, it's fucking
I'm
ridiculous.
watching the one where he's getting his full brain powers right now.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching.
So, Tad, I think already mentioned it. What was your saddest anime moment? Part that made you cry. Because we're all men here.
Yeah.
We cry.
Again,
I've seen Chris cry. Don't let him trick you.
Actually, I have two that made me, like, one that made me tear up and one that I actually cried at. The one that I actually cried at was Dragon Ball Z when Vegeta was fighting Majin Buu and he sacrifices himself.
You said that one.
To take out Majin Buu. The second one was after the Aizen Ichigo fight, and he's got the black hair and stuff. He's talking to everybody, and he like collapses. I thought the fucker died. I was like, no. He was so cool. And then like there's like he's doing his powers.
I think the part I watered up at was like the end of Summer Wars. When, I don't know if you ever watched Summer Wars. No one watched. I'm the only one? Oh, great. There was an event that happened. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. That made me tear up a little bit. Any others, though? There probably are. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Brent? Chris?
The only movie that's ever made me tear up is The Notebook. I don't know if I'm talking about that shit.
The Notebook is not animated. All right, that's fine. Guys are.
At the
Ryan
moment,
Gosling is animated.
Yeah.
That guy.
That dude was
fucking
drawn.
abs are like.
He was drawn from God himself.
And
Godame
would blow him
to make me feel inferior as a human being.
Godame.
Yeah. All over my face.
Nothing to do with Ryan Gosling. Fuck.
Well, I'll just open the floor up to you guys. Anything you want to discuss about anime? How old you were? What do you think is a good starter anime for people?
Yeah, well, Brent always said it. It was an easy kid little thing. Dragon Ball Z, you know? He was like shit all over my childhood. Which was actually, okay, Dragon Ball Z wasn't the first thing I ever watched. The first thing I ever watched was Sailor Moon.
Really?
Because I'd get home at 3 o'clock, and on Toonami they had Sailor Moon going to Dragon Ball Z.
Probably at the same time they had Ronin Warriors on Toonami.
Maybe probably like a 2, but I know between 3 and 4 they had 2 episodes of Sailor Moon. And I was like, oh, cool, what's this? And then like Sailor Moon was
Tad got the Sailor Moon costume.
Actually, I do have a few seasons of Sailor Moon in like Japanese and So yeah.
I have seen some of Sailor Moon, and like I said, to me that is one I have a hard time with, because to me the animation in it, to me, fits more what I call anime, but the tone of it and all that is so cartoony.
It's very childlike.
Just, yeah,
which
that's
is why you
child,
say
I just said child.
That is one to me that is so hard to place where it would fall for me. Because
here's what we need to do. We need to like make up a scale of
That's
full anime down to like childish cartoon being like SpongeBob SquarePants things. All right.
I think I'm gonna
like
drop
Full
some.
Metal Alchemist
the worst
to SpongeBob
cartoon ever made.
SpongeBob and Scooby Doo, because Scooby Doo is not an anime.
I'm gonna drop a bomb and say the first series I probably ever remember watching. Again, the first movie I ever watched was Project Echo, but the first series I probably watched was a series called Mysterious Cities of Gold. And I know none of you motherfuckers watched that motherfucker. And I loved it as a kid, and I didn't even realize it was an anime until much older. And I recognized the art style and was like, oh, that's like the thing I watched before. It was about South America and hidden cities of gold and
El
Dorado. Yeah, they used El Dorado a lot in that show.
Well, it's a city of gold.
Yeah. I know it's a city of gold, but yeah.
Sorry.
There's a lot of good anime, and it's hard to list them all. Basically, I guess what the point of this is.
The problem is, I'm trying to think back. I've been binge watching a lot of anime lately. I think I have watched 50 or 60 different animes.
Right.
Between Hulu and Netflix, so trying to remember back right now is just to list a bunch of them. I've been watching Fairy Tail, which is aggravating because Hulu doesn't, which I'm going to be subscribing to Funimation because I guess they have a lot of almost all of Fairy Tail completely.
You also could have subscribed to Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
They don't have Fairy Tail. It's not English dubbed, and they aren't known for having. Funimation is known, and they actually are the place. When I looked up, they do a lot of the English dubbing.
Well, Funimation's really bad because they will cut stuff, and a lot of people don't like Funimation for that reason.
I'm gonna try it, see what I think of it.
Yeah, it's more. You're more than welcome to.
But I really got into Fairy Tail. I like the storyline to it, but so many... Netflix is bad at it. Hulu is bad at it.
Well, a lot of them just don't have the rights.
What are they bad at?
They will give you, like, so much. Like, I think Naruto, they did it, too.
They give you, like, 2 seasons, and then they give you, like, a season, like, 6 months later, and then, like, a season 6 months after that.
And Fairy Tail and Naruto, I think Shippuden, they did it, too. They gave you, like, it was the first 2 seasons, like the first 6 episodes of season 3.
On Hulu?
And then they skipped, like...
Okay, you're talking about dubbing it. Okay, I was totally lost for a second.
And the English dubbing. I don't watch the Japanese version.
See, I'm not picky. I will watch it in Japanese, because, like...
And they skip, like, big chunks...
of the main story arc, yeah.
And I hate
like,
that.
And then they give you, like, side episodes that don't fucking matter dubbed.
That pisses me off.
Well, we know your feelings on it. What are and we know your feelings on it. What's your feelings on dub and versus sub, Chris?
I don't know.
If they have titties there, he's
If it's anything like Godzilla, I mean...
Well, I mean, which would you rather?
I honestly would rather read subs.
Read subs.
A lot of people have a hard time being able to do both.
Yeah,
like,
I
read
do.
and watch, but
I prefer a dub.
You know, I know how to read.
I guess to me, the whole reading factor to me takes away from watching and immersing.
Well, no, I understand.
I would completely disagree with you because the shit they say in Japanese sounds way more epic than when they say it in English.
I will agree with that.
All right.
And I do think some stuff is lost in translation.
So, just to cover all our bases here, I don't mean to cut you off, Brent.
I do.
How about anime and video games? There's a ton of those. Down to Pokemon and
Final
when they
Fantasy
first started
7
coming
is
out,
my ultimate.
Final Fantasy.
I've never played Final Fantasy.
What about
any of them.
None of them.
Don't worry.
Never had an opportunity.
I have an idea for a gaming channel for me and Tad, so that might be coming
Shit,
up.
Tad's never played.
No,
Watch how bad he
Tad
sucks at
to me will
everything.
get the ultimate experience.
No,
if
we
he
can
gets
have. We
a
both
Final-
can
if
have
he gets
something
a
about
PlayStation
Tad.
4 for
Shit
Final
that he's
Fantasy
never played.
7.
Shit that he's never watched.
That's true.
Because how many fucking times I can't even tell you that I've been like, Tad, you ever seen this movie? No. What is that?
What's your anime game?
Anime game? No.
There's a lot of them.
The first anime game that I ever played, or are you talking like an actual show that was an anime?
No, it can be either.
Or any kind
Okay,
of animation.
Yeah, where the animation
pretty
style
much
is anime.
like you're saying RPG kind of.
You can be.
Okay,
I mean,
well,
Tekken's got.
Suikoden was the first that I ever played.
Okay, what's your favorite now?
I haven't played a video game in a very long time.
Well,
so
yeah, it doesn't have to be recent.
Really know.
Just
Final
the-
Fantasy was always a favorite of mine. It was Final Fantasy 9 that I was always, or 9 or 10 that I was always very fond of.
Was that Tidus or the little mage guy? I can narrow it down for you. Was Sin in it?
Okay, well I'll narrow it down to the witch that had the goth one.
That was 10 then.
That 10, yes. That was
Lulu?
with where he had like the sword gun thing.
No, that's 8.
Don't look at me. I don't play Final Fantasy.
This is the problem that I'm having. Because
Right.
Final Fantasy 8, he had the sword gun.
Yeah.
See, my ultimate is 7. But of course,
Everyone says their favorite is 7.
Yeah, I'm not. a big
Yeah,
fan
but
of
nobody's favorite is actually 7. Because who the fuck wants to watch these polygons running around everywhere?
Nostalgia.
that's why I'm
bullshit.
so
Nostalgia,
excited
man.
for the fact they are remastering that.
I'm not excited about that.
I really want to play that.
If they're remastering it, then okay.
It's gonna be episodic. But what were you gonna say?
No, if they're remastering it, then I would actually really like to see it. But
Well, there's a trailer out now.
there's a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks
yeah.
excellent. I'll have to show
I
you
just got a
that.
three-way bang with you guys. Just hey, oh.
How did you not see this yet, Chris?
No, yeah, because I don't spend my time on the
But
fucking
my thing
computer.
for Final Fantasy 7,
Chris isn't.
to me, they have the ultimate villain. He is, to me, the
Sephiroth?
all-time villain is Sephiroth. He is my...
He was the dude with like the really long black hair and everybody
really
was,
long
like, super
white
sick.
hair.
Whatever, the sexy man.
Yes,
That one.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was the ultimate villain. He's been my top villain ever.
If we're gonna list off favorite Final Fantasies, mine was 8. With Squall and Quincy.
I like Jade Cocoon.
Yeah. I thought you would have said Pokemon.
No, I love Jade Cocoon. Like,
Oh.
I bought that game like 9 different times. I kept like using it so much that I'd fucking
Right.
just warp it out. And like the last one I bought, I dropped it accidentally and it landed on a carpet floor and broke clean in half. So I was like, I'm not destined to play this game anymore.
So we only got a few minutes left here.
Favorite villain in an anime.
Anime? Holy
I-
shit.
Aizen.
Aizen from what?
Bleach.
Okay.
Sorry.
I never watched Bleach.
My bad. Like, they built him up over like, what, 19 seasons pretty much?
Pretty much.
Basically, like, he was always in. He did the most destruction to like everything. Like,
What was yours? You brought it up. What's
Sephiroth has always been my favorite.
No comment.
no comment?
you can say anything, man. Like,
I'm gonna pick Pikachu for Chris.
yeah. He was a villain, dude.
Dude, that guy, like, that little fucking thing, like, broke his family apart. Fuck that kid.
Pikachu broke a family apart?
With the thunder shock, a quick attack. Got in there and he got out.
Ash was like, oh, I'm gonna follow you around here. And he's like, fuck you.
No, he went on a journey. That's what they do with their kid. It's a very irresponsible, like, reality.
It was
That's what they
like-
do with their kid.
It was like this serious explanation, and he's like, just at the end, he like lost it, and he's like, "Fuck you."
That's my response to everything.
If I don't have
Fuck you all.
I'm out. Fuck.
Hey,
Whoa!
hey. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
It got on the edge.
Yeah, you could fuck up the spine.
I don't know. My favorite villain.
I didn't mean to do that.
Anyway, your
Come here,
favorite
give me
villain.
Biko.
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 Don't know that one.
That's from Project Echo.
Yeah, but there.
Whoa! Some crazy shit's going down.
There
here.
was some stockings and panties over here or some shit.
I got one last because everybody says it's the best anime. I absolutely hate the movie.
Pokemon, Digimon?
Akira. Who all has watched this movie? Akira.
Of
Describe
course,
it.
I.
What's it
And
about?
honestly, I'm gonna be one of the people you fucking hate because that was one of the best animes to ever come out, dude.
Oh wow!
Maybe it was lost in translation
Or-
in English dub, but I just didn't care for it.
Well, you see, the problem with Akira is that was like almost like a 200-page
How about
manga.
Ghost in the Shell?
I liked it. Great.
Akira was a 200-page manga that was compressed into like
I never
one
read the
movie.
manga. I've only seen the
Right.
movie, and the movie was so unimpressive to me. It was horrible.
What is Akira?
It's the guy with the red bike.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I've got it. I was drawing a complete fucking blank.
I was for a moment too, so don't.
Thank you
feel
for.
bad.
I think I actually have it. It's in there.
Does it have a guy in a red bike?
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
Akira.
That one I have apples.
The one that starts with an A.
I don't fucking like. I don't go through.
I
the
guess
movies
Appleseed
ever.
does too.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude.
Any final thoughts on anything that we discussed tonight that you can get a chance to say?
Tad needs more lube.
Okay, more lube for Teb.
I don't know what I need lube for, but
I don't either. You got wood floors you could slide around on.
Definitely gotta look
I
back.
had
and...
fucking what was it, Risky Business or whatever with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Shut up,
risky
pop in the
business.
Definitely gonna have to go back and
Jesus, what the fuck you doing?
look at more of my anime and write notes on some of them.
Write notes on animes.
Again?
Well, we'll probably do something like this again for sure if you guys had a good time.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
a
I
good
have a lot of
discussion.
free
There's
time.
a lot of them.
Coming up.
Inside jokes are great. Guess what? You guys don't know what they are.
Dun-dun-dun.
Da-na-na. Tune in next week to find out what Chris's...
Free time is all about.
Yeah. Ba-ba-ba.
Just
My violin in key.
So for you who don't know, Brent is a mutual friend of me and Tad, and he's helping with the movie too slightly. And Chris is our music composer for the movie. So look forward to that. Anything you want to add finally
No.
before we wrap up?
I think we
All right, well, I think
Good.
this was the end of the WarBear podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week. We'll have something next week. Whenever it's posted, and we'll have something new.
Yay!
Later, guys.
Bye.